Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Road Trip South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, on our show today, we are talking about basics. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing, we are dealing with safety. We're talking about the pre-trip inspection. Some can call up the startup check, some can call it, the walk around checks, some can call it, they call it preparing a vehicle for a trip. You can call it whatever you are or you call it, but with me I'll call it a pre-trip inspection. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you the 10 points to consider when you prepare your vehicle. So pre-trip inspection is actually, it's popular in the logistic industry. People who companies who work with distributing goods from one place to another, whilst the truckers, actually, they will really tell you better about this topic. So ladies and gentlemen, here it's our point number 1 with the pre-trip inspection. We're doing the exterior part of the car. So with the exterior part of the car, you inspect your car anti-clockwise, ladies and gentlemen. So which means you're going to start on the right hand side of your car towards the front, and then you go to the rear anti-clockwise. Hope you get what I'm saying. So with our point number 1, ladies and gentlemen, we inspect underneath the car, ladies and gentlemen. So before you embark on that trip, inspect underneath your car, ladies and gentlemen. So with this underneath inspection, ladies and gentlemen, you start your exterior inspection anti-clockwise, ladies and gentlemen, on your car. So which means you start on the right hand side of the car. So you inspect underneath the car. You are checking for any leaks. You're checking for any leaks such as water, brake fluid and oil, and also you are actually checking if there are no bricks or stones that can serve as an obstruction underneath your car. If you're driving a truck, actually these guys who deal with distributing goods, you actually should check also these bricks between the tires of your truck, because the tires with 2 wheels on one side. These guys actually understand it better. So check for bricks that can actually serve as an obstruction, bricks or even stones. You also actually ensuring the safety of others. You're checking for if there are no kids playing hide and seek underneath the truck or the car, and you're also checking if there are no pets resting underneath the truck or the car, ladies and gentlemen. With our point number 2, ladies and gentlemen, on our exterior pre-trip inspection, ladies and gentlemen. So with our point number 2, ladies and gentlemen, with our pre-trip inspection, ladies and gentlemen, you actually go to the driver door. You open it and close it and check the reason you're doing this, ladies and gentlemen, you are checking that the door does open and closes in cases of an emergency, if there is fire on the vehicle, or the vehicle has engaged in a car accident. So what happens, normally in most of the car accidents, the doors get locked up, you get what I'm saying. So if your door doesn't close and open, if you engage in an accident with another car, you won't be able to come out of that car. If it's burning, then which means, man, it's gonna be bad for you. So that's our point number 2. Check if the door opens and closes, ladies and gentlemen. Our point number 3, ladies and gentlemen, after you've just ensured that your driver door opens and closes, you don't really go far. You just move towards the blind spot, the right hand blind spot. You check if that mirror is not broken or dusty, because that actually can lead you not seeing what's coming behind you, the cars that are coming behind your car, if that's the case, or maybe seeing the rear of your car, because it's really important. So check if the blind spot, the right hand blind spot, it's clear, it's not dusty or broken. So while you are just at it, ladies and gentlemen, you've just checked your your right hand blind spot, if it's not dusty or broken, you move towards the windscreen, you check for the very same defects, ladies and gentlemen. You check if the windscreen, it doesn't have any cracks on it, or it's not dusty, because actually you're on the right hand side of the car. That's where in South Africa the driver is, so we have to ensure that it's not dusty or broken, because if it serves as an obstruction, it can lead the car to accident, you know. So let's ensure that the windscreen, ladies and gentlemen, is not broken or it's not dusty, because that can actually lead to a huge accident. So with our number 5, ladies and gentlemen, you move just a tiny bit, ladies and gentlemen. You don't just move far, you just check your windscreen if it doesn't have any cracks or dust on it that can serve as an obstruction to the driver. So you move towards the windscreen, you actually lift up the windscreen wipers, because that's what follows after the windscreen. You check the windscreen wipers if they are not damaged or finished, ladies and gentlemen. So for those who are still doing their driver's license, learner's license, that's what it will be required out of you from the driving department. They will want you to actually lift the windscreen wiper and check if it's not damaged or finished, and you have to say it out loud that the windscreen wiper is not damaged or finished. So ladies and gentlemen, immediately after checking if your windscreen wiper is still in a good condition, ladies and gentlemen, you move towards the right hand front tire and you check the pressure, the thread, the depth of the threads, and you also check if the nuts are tight, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you check if the nuts are tight. So with our point number 7, ladies and gentlemen, you actually move towards the light after checking the tire. You move towards the light, you check actually if the lights are not damaged, they don't have cracks on them, and they are not dusty, ladies and gentlemen, because actually they will the dust would actually dim the lights. So while we are still here, ladies and gentlemen, so while we are still there on the front lights, ladies and gentlemen, we just move an inch towards the 45 degrees, ladies and gentlemen. We just check the bonnet and the bumper, ladies and gentlemen, if they are secure. Meanwhile we are there, we checking the bumper and the bonnet if they are secure. We check if the fan belt is still on the good condition, and we check for leaks such as of the brake fluid, the oil and the water, also the petrol, ladies and gentlemen. We check if there are no leaks under the bonnet. Ladies and gentlemen, with our point number 9, ladies and gentlemen, we go back again to the windscreen actually, ladies and gentlemen. We actually check if the registration plate corresponds with the registration disc on the windscreen, ladies and gentlemen. If the expiry date corresponds with the registration plates. With our point number 10, ladies and gentlemen, we will actually move straightwards to the left hand side rear, ladies and gentlemen. We will move straight to the fuel cap, ladies and gentlemen. We check if the fuel cap, ladies and gentlemen, it's secure and closed, and there are no leaks on it, ladies and gentlemen, because actually that can actually grab fire, if you get what I'm saying.